Definitely haven't been doing a bunch of things behind the scenes. Am I wearing a blue shirt with a blue back? I'm a jackass. I try not to do that. It's a Vault Tech shirt. You know, from before it went to shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take the easy swings at the weak competitors like Fallout 76. I'm sure Fallout 76 was a great game in someone's imagination. Ooh, they didn't get turned green. Why didn't that one on the right get turned green? You must not be able to trust it. I don't know why some of them don't turn green, but they're immediately untrustworthy. Oh, nope. Now we've double backed and we verified. Okay, never mind. They're green again. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know what we're checking. See, like, why did they grab that bottom one, but not the one to the left or the right of it, if it was clearly grabbing low enough to notice? That's a weird system. All right, so my idea off of this is this was just like good, right? So it's checking each individual square. Personally, with more settings, so the more detailed I make it, the longer it would take on each square. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna click cancel clear find. I'm gonna hit F. So good present. We don't necessarily want an aquifer, but I would want a minor river. All right. And we'll see if, yes, we have flat. Now, did it just resume where it was before? Ah, see, it's removing X's now. So those all still count. Is that what it's telling me? Those all still count? Okay, if they all still count. Do they have iron? Like, now that it's checked once, does it have to check again, or is it took so long because it was saved it all to memory? What about iron? It updated them all immediately to 0. What if I take iron back out? Some of it updated, but it didn't check the whole map again. That's weird. So it basically now has in memory what's where for everything. So this is the only thing that is good with a river is right. What is going on? What is going on with this? I guess it counts as a river. And has dirt. Okay. I guess that's really, really weird. I'm wondering, oh, it's flat. That's what it is. The flat's what's throwing it off. Let's put flat back to not applicable. I forgot about that. Is it gonna check again? Or is it just updating sites? A lot more of it is available now. That is so weird. It does keep it in memory. That is fucking awesome. All right. So those are the areas that have a river and are good. It's present. All right, what if I just say I don't want evil? Now it's checking much faster. It's just verifying the sites this time. These are the areas that have a river and are in fact not evil. They're not good. They're not evil. And they have at least a minor river. What if I say I want flat? Flat's a weird thing to be going for, I realize, but if I'm trying to do a Triforce base, I'm gonna want flat again. Yeah. Yo, I love this new system. This system's giving my dwarf beard a fucking dwarf beard stiffening. My beard is getting stiff at the thought. All right, do any of those have iron? Uh-oh, we're losing squares, but we still have some. We lost some squares, but we still have some. So it's not unheard of. All right, so we brought it down to it's not evil. There is a river. There is iron. All right, here's the thing to kill everything. Is there flux stone at those locations? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, we still have greens. You could just custom pick whatever you want. This is fantastic. So we have iron, flux, a river, albeit a minor one, absence of evil. Is there something else we care about? Sulamic. Okay. Is there something? So I to be fair, I think at this point, if I'll just hit F again. And we'll look at those points. Like really telling it to search those points for a specific extra detail will be kind of obnoxious at this one. I can just go look, right? So where is it? Oh, these are very tiny areas too, okay. Oh, and you see on the left, the exact metals there. Holy crap. That is amazing. Has this one? Okay, I should get a setting that says not in the middle of a fucking dwarf base, I guess. But has this always existed? I know there is a weird way to do like site assistant. Did this exist in the older versions and it was just never like pointed out to us? That is a full aquifer there. I feel like that is a pain in our ass. I feel like I do not wish to do full aquifer. I thought I had said no aquifers. I may be wrong. Marble, bituminous coal, and iron. Marble, bituminous coal, iron. Only issue, slack on the trees and vegetation. This would be us in a harsh environment in the Badlands trying to survive, but we have a river, which means we have booze. I might go for this. What is down here? Iron, marble. I love me some marble. Clay, sandy clay, and fire clay. The one up here by the ocean is tantalizing to me. I do like this. Only dwarves as neighbors. Relatively high elevation. Flat as can be. The river running right through it. If I go up, I get more of what I'm wanting. And I have an area to do. Triforce should be in the Badlands, right? I don't know. I loaded it up. I had something that said like assistant and I pushed there was a red button. I hit F. I hit the red F for assistant and I got to this. I don't know what it is. I heard you say steel. I heard you say you loved steel. Indeed. I think I'm gonna go here. The world is called the Ever-Seeing Universes. The river is called the Water of Busting. I mean, everyone knows busting makes you feel good. Let's do this. That's salt water. I can clean it. I'm just gonna play now.
Welcome to our new home.
Welcome to our new home. Oh, I should start the timer. Fuck, how long? I need big voice. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. You 7 dwarves with attitude. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Ishinolan. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the jaguar men get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Kebblebiddock. HatchetAct? HatchetAct. Welcome to HatchetAct. Strike the earth.
All right, now let's see how shitty this place actually looks. It had a bunch of nice words in the details, but they claim a lot of things on those house listings. They always claim a lot of things in the market. It's a little fixer-upper. It's cozy. It's a closet. It's a little bit cozy. Now it's gonna be slow right now because I told it to save at start as well. So it's not frozen yet. All right, so no, text will be text is not working yet. That was a big thing that might have been a slight issue for today's stream. We're just gonna have to bear with it. If I zoom out, the words zoom out too and become pain to watch. All right, but we wanted flat, and boy howdy, do we got flat. What I am going to do, it's saved when we created. I'm going to so we can see. I know we already kind of know the materials below us, but I want to see what we have. Oh, we have cobaltite. I love the blue shit. We have 20,000 between Z layer 90 and 94. 5 Z layers. We have 20,000 tiles of coal. Is that an entire Z layer of coal? We're 4x4. How big is this map? Hold on. 20,000's a lot. That is a big number to claim. Left to right is 192. And I think this is in squares, so top to bottom's 192 as well, right? Well, it's a little bit longer, about for what I could touch. I didn't actually pay attention to that number. Yeah, it's 192 by 192. I don't know why I questioned. Of course it was a square. 192 by 192. Let's do some math real quick. $36,000. A singular Z level is 36,000 squares. Across 5 is 20,000. So 184,000 divided by 20,773 means about 1 in every 9 squares is bituminous coal. And it's not too veiny, I don't think, but that basically means we're running into it. And we're gonna run into a lot of it. All right, that's good. I like. Don't worry, I see the dwarf commands. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. You've got to give me a sec. Iron ores across those same Z levels as the fuel across the same 5 Z levels is 49,000. Hold on. What was it? 184,320 divided by 49377. That's about what? 1 in every 4? So 1 in every 8 is fuel. 1 in every 4 is iron. And what? 1.5 is marble? It's lower Z levels, but it's the same spread. 184,320 divided by 127,222. Yeah, about half of every square across 5 Z levels is gonna be marble. All right, this is a fucking hellscape, but we are in a steel foundry. This is a steel foundry base.
The only problem is no gold. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to check for gold if we're gonna be doing Triforce. It's gonna have to be a silver Triforce or something. There's literally only iron here. It's gonna have to be silver with blue from the Cobaltite. I don't know why it never occurred to me to check for gold. Or gems. We'll use gems for that sweet color, I guess. We'll find some way. We'll find some way to make this shit gold. If I have to, I'll figure it out one way or another. He found the Morgan map. Second place Triforce. Has the silver Triforce. All right. I've turned on scripting. If you are not one of the first 7, I will have to immediately kill you because we do not have more than 7 dwarves to dwarf you with. It's just fact. You have to live with it. I posted a link to the Vet Leaguer. Text will be hacks to Discord. All right, thank you. I'm seeing. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have one more slot available, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have one more dwarf slot. That is it. I'm turning off the script. That way it doesn't falsely say someone's alive when they're not there. All right. Let's get these cut. Whoa, I forgot that the side thing would be zooming in. Don't do that. Utilities. Not portrait. No one cares about portrait. Therapist. All right. First one up was Coca-Cola getting 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Coca-Cola, this is you. Hold on. 5. Coca-Cola 5, you are our Fischerdorf. Next up is Steven Robert getting 1. You are a everything dwarf, so no one has any clue what you do. You're just busy all the time, and you say you're doing things, and everyone else just accepts this. Eldrish got 7, 5, 6, 7. Eldrish, you are the mason / stone detailer. And I'll get your descriptions after this. Suloic got 9, 4, 8, 9. Suloic, you are the expedition leader, the carpenter, the bowyer. Suloic. After Suloic is Domine, who got 8. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Domine, you are a survivalist, butcher, tanner, leather worker, fish cleaner. What did I say that was? Domine. Domine. Got you in there. After Domine was Dacebass 76 getting 4. Which is clearly an 8+. That's how that works. You are our miner. And then after Dacebass 76 is... Oh, something's wrong. Did I skip someone? Hold on. Who did I skip? Damn it. Coca-Cola, you exist. Steven Robert, I got you. Eldrish, I got you. Suloic, I got you. Domine, I got you. Dacebass 76, I got you. Oh, you're down below. Fezvi. I'm sorry, I'm not used to your name. Fezzy. Fezzy? Fezzy. Fezzy, you are a woodcrafter, stone crafter, bone carver, gem cutter. You're a craftsdwarf in a land where we don't have crafts for you to do. We got in, but the good dwarfs are always... Oh. You can get in on the first migrant wave, no problem. All right. So I got everyone nicknamed, and now to watch them all die. I mean, I'm sure you will all live.
first things first, we need to set up a fishing hut. We also need to start getting access to stone, and we're going to need our Triforce to be working. Now, unlike last time, I'm going to try to purposely bring this a little closer because there was a bit of a weakness with our old Triforce setup, which was that it wasn't close enough to the river. I could not easily attach the river to our Triforce setup and keep everything safe. So if I do that this time, try to remember how I did this. So it's 2. Problem is, it was more on an outer wall situation. So it's 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Now, how long do I want? This is the super triangle, right? So it needs to be an odd number, it needs to be really big. So at this point, that is as big as I can make it because I'm too far to the left of the map. See, we're already running into issues. It's a good thing we're here thinking about this. Thinking about what I'm about to do wrong. All right, let's do it from over here. This is relatively close. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. I want a 4 gap. 2 wide all the way across would be 149. I forget what our number was for this to work. That brings us all the way to the very edge. So it's not 149, it has to be 2 off. It's 147. No, because if down below, if I want to build a wall into it, I need at least 6. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna have to be 143. Is that gonna be, remember, our triangles fit in this. This is like the weird little moat system. So is this going to be good enough? See how tall this ends up looking. We're not really doing the inner area. As stupidly large a triangle as this looks, I'm gonna be hauling out the inside. I need to do it like this to keep the numbers right. Or else I'm gonna get confused between the left and the right. What the hell's going on? 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. And as long as we continue the pattern of 2, 2, 1 off of the initial only having 1, 2 and then the ones, this should afford us the equilateral triangle. Now I'm already slightly getting confused. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. This is a 2. Now, if you guys recall, the last time I did this, I did it with the regular triangles and then eventually had the surrounding moat. And that was a far smarter answer than what I'm doing here. But we did have some rough draft issues in the middle. Where I had to slowly get things to work. If I want this to be close to the water, I'm gonna have to do the outer one first and then work inwards from there. I think we're on 1, 2. This is a big one, isn't it? I think this is bigger than the last one. No, I kind of wanted to do it smaller and be more efficient, but I guess I immediately said, screw that idea. No Dwarfy project like a Dwarfy project that can't ever be complete. So we're gonna see how large this fucking triangle ends up being. Too big. Yeah, it might be. If this ends up going off the top of the map, this might be too big of a triangle. Because I'm wondering, we're in the middle, so to speak, of the map at the caravan, right? Are we at the middle of this triangle's elevation? Maybe we are? We're starting to be able to get this down in like a screen or two. I don't like though is how if you don't hit a zoom just right and non-text will be text, the top of the screen flickers. I don't know if the recording software is grabbing that and I can't check right now, but the top of the little rendering square has a little black line that's flickering on and off for me, and it is driving my attention span insane. 1. This is not going to fit, is it? Oh my God, this is such a big triangle. Why? Why have I done this? 2. 2, 1. Fuck me. 2, 2. If nothing else though, I think this might be my first base on stream that I've just gotten down to the big project, not wasted a stream or two setting up the housing for people to do into the big project. So, you know, efficiency. We're learning. As if anyone's gonna see this freaking nonsense and be like, oh yeah, no, that's efficient. That's efficiency right there. I have a business about doing efficiencies, and what you've done today, that screams efficient to me. Oh my God. I think we're gonna fit. But boy, howdy. Don't forget as well, this is kind of supposed to end up being 3-dimensional. So the bigger this is, the taller it has to work. Like, I feel like all that steel we counted earlier is just gonna be the walls. We're not gonna have a single iota of metal left for the dwarves. And then the back end of the 2 ends up on top to give it the... Fuck me, that's a big one. That is definitely bigger than the last one by an obscene amount. Burk. But I mean, that does make the base be this. That is the base. Now, we have to do what I just did again, though slightly easier. So what I was trying to do is dig out the dry mode, right? So if we assume that the dry mode is too wide, I can tear off the bottom a little bit. We'll have to be careful around the edge. And then what we're gonna have is a 2 section. I think that needed to be 3. A 3 wide moat. 2 ended up too skinny if I remember correctly on diagonals. It was 2 on a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3. And I think we had this issue before too. I forget how I resolved this. This is gonna end up, oh no, that's right. Some of the triangles on the internal didn't duplicate the 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. It just did 2, 2. Because this is the internal thing. That's right. So this is gonna be 2, 2, 1, and then repeat from there. Right? Yeah, that looks right. And this is why I had to do the big triangle first, because there was no way I was gonna like do this weird triangular gap of 3 correctly without drawing a triangle and then removing the corrected triangle on the inside. I was not going to do that right. Maybe someone else could have. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I know I wasn't going to be able to. That was not going to happen under my watch. I just kind of wish it'd stop blinking so much. It'd be easier to see what the hell I was doing.
Well, if you search multi singles triangle, build that, and then expand out to another. So each piece of, so Dominate, that's what I did the first time, but the problem is the Triforce ended up slightly out of place. Like the Triforce base worked, but if you remember, I had the fishing area was more off of the top right and wasn't close enough to do anything with. So I needed to get the outer design right and then place everything correctly within it. Fuck me, that's a big one. That is much bigger than the last one by an obscene amount. I'll play this game painfully. Painfully is how I play this game. As a matter of fact, hold on. I don't mean to leave you guys in the lurch, but all the water I was drinking earlier has caught up to me. Give me 3 minutes, and then we can go into the obscene amount of digging I need to do. Hold on, I should be fair. I should switch this to a be right back, right? That's proper. That's professionalism. Are you guys ready to triangulate? Have you prepared yourselves? Have you prepared yourselves for triangulations? This is underground, right? Joined stream just a few minutes ago, so I haven't followed completely along. Defined underground. No, it's gonna be above ground. No fresh base ground floor. I imagine someone made a massive bloom and beat other metal on it. I don't know what that means. Timothy just embarked, still on the ground. So he's making a new Triforce base. What happened to the old one? Let me get through chat. If it hasn't been answered, I'll get you. So far, he's does it a giant seizure-inducing triangle. Lazy Newb Pack updated. He tried a vampire and it didn't work out, so yeeted. That's kind of it. We were at a place where it was without the vampire. I had nothing to do, probably for like 4 streams straight, like 32 hours of getting through a massive aquifer. The vampire provided a distraction. If I didn't have the distraction, I really wasn't gonna do I wasn't gonna do 32 hours of aquifer removal. Nobody's watching that. Nobody's watching that. There's only so many hours people can stare at me losing my mind getting through an aquifer. Between that and the fact that Lazy Newb Pack kind of updated today, it's an alpha. Not everything's there yet. I yeeted out, as someone said. Remember something about a vampire last stream I watched, but it was just a minor problem. We had caught the vampire, I trapped it, and I was trying to bleed the vampire. I had killed the vampire on accident, and the blood we got wasn't affecting anybody. So I accidentally killed my vampire. I am prepared. I am prepared to seize. But Airmail, we'll come here to watch you lose your mind. Yeah, but 32 hours of it. 32 hours of nothing new happening, no new goal. You need variety. Otherwise, I'll keep losing my mind about the same thing. At some point, that gets boring. As you guys might recall, depending upon how long you've watched, I don't necessarily remember everything I've talked about. So at some point, if I'm doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, I'm gonna end up talking about the same thing. I can very easily lose my mind about a topic I've already lost my mind about. At that point, you're just watching reruns. I mean, it might be interesting to watch someone do a rerun live. Like, does he not remember this? Does he have early onset dementia? Has his brain melted? Has he finally lost it? Has he gone crazy? So this outer triangle I'm doing is supposed to be the moat, which I'm going to get that dug out. And then hopefully, the mat still works. Something is wrong. I did that one wrong horribly. That was a 1, not a 2. I don't know what was going on here. And then hopefully from this, everything else will fit. Luckily, internally, this isn't that much of a problem. If something's wrong, I'm gonna be digging it all down in the long run anyways. So it counts as above ground when we bring it down. So if I fuck up something internal to this, it's not that big of a deal. It's the outer piece that I need corrected. I just need to be correct. Because otherwise that's gonna be a pain to fix. Because if I fix up something slightly on one of the outer sides, I have to fix all the outer sides so that they all look the same material. If I can get it all to be natural, then I can get it all to be natural. But if some of it's artificial, well, we're gonna have to bite the bullet and make all of it artificial. But yeah, no, for Timotei, we created a new world using a new version and using a very new, at least new to me, site finder. We know for a fact that below us, we have an ungodly amount of iron, fluxstone, and lignite, or bituminous coal. I can't remember which one we have. So we have a steel foundry here. Problem, I did make a mistake, forgot to verify we had gold. So this is either we're trading for gold, or this is gonna be the second place Triforce. And it's all gonna be made out of steel. It's gonna be the Triforce of War. Like how Doctor Who had the Doctor of War, we're gonna have the Triforce of War. And we're gonna have to have the null area be like Cobaltite or something. Hopefully we can trade for enough gold and our trading partners don't think us bonkers. Yeah, dude, that new site finder utility was really freaking amazingly awesome. It takes a little bit to check the world, like completely. And then after that, if you edit something, it just rechecks its memory and it just quickly updates. And it's like, oh yeah, no, these are the locations that have your new settings. Oh, these are the locations that have your new settings. And you can be very specific about what type of metals you want. right. We're getting to the high point of this smaller triangle. And I'm just hoping I don't mess it up. Because the top finagly bits of the triangles are where this tends to start looking kind of weird if you don't do it right. I guess that'll work. That's supposed to be 3 all the way around. That's mostly fine. I just don't think there's a way to bridge 2 3s together and it work. Because that has to be a 2 because that's a 1. Really though, that should have been a 1. Oh, that would have been even worse. 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1. I'm not crazy. 2 2 1 2 2 1. Gur would be having this, singing the doom song. 2 2 1. Doom da doom 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 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2. And in this one I had done out as 3. I did that out 1 more. The bottom would only be 2. I can't remember if I had it 2 and then the sides had to be 3 to make it make more sense. I guess the top looks extra thick, then this would look extra thick up here too. It would be 1 2 and then see, that's the problem is down here is it's already 2 2s. That looks right. Yeah. I don't remember how the other one was, but I think I had some slight issues on the finagly bits. But now comes the real question. I need to split this into thirds. And there's going to be a 3 gap in the middle. Which means, hold on. This is, I'm not channeling in this, but this is supposed to be going away, even the middle part. This thing's distance is 133, which means 132, 60, 12, 66, 67's the middle. Where is 67? If I'm right, that is 67 to one end. Of course, it's 67 to the end it was already to the end of, and that is 67 to the other. That is the middle. Now, that is supposed to be a 3 gap. This is going to end up being a 3 gap between the 3 pyramids, or the 3 triangles of the Triforce. So each of the Triforces is only 65 wide. 64 is 32, so 33 is the middle. Did I do that right? Hold on. Did I do that from the middle, or did I do that from the other middle? 33. All right. Which means the middle from the other point is over here. All right. That is where the middle of these triangles exist. And if that is where the middle of these triangles exist, this means their top point exists here. At a weird little 1 tip just to confuse me. That's fine. Take out this, and I'm calculating for that. This should also end up at a 1 point, being that it's the same height. Take out this. This is just making sure the math works, folks. Just bear with me. That goes all the way to that. It does. That is fantastic. That means... No, go away. Holy shit, X. Are you fucking with me, game? Caps lock is on. So something's not right. Wait, no, something's right. The 3 is this one, and this one. This is the 3. So that's the bottom of the next one. This is 65 across, 64 would be 32, so the middle would be 33. 33 should be the middle. And then from here up should be, there you go. That's exactly where the triangles are. So I'm going to remove. This means that we do in fact have an even spacing. The 3 Triforces will fit into this Triforce. Everything mathematically works. If I had somehow done the math wrong on bringing it up somewhere by the top, it probably should have been distorted a bit, not quite fit. But it fits, so we're good. So wherever the height here was 33 is where I need to start prepping the first triangle. I don't remember where that was. Is that here? This is 53, so no. It would have been 10 Z levels up from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm already past it. I was paying attention. 41. No, I wasn't past it. I had to have passed it. The fuck am I talking about? No, it wasn't 33. It was 64, 65. Side to side was 65. (62, 63, 64, 65), and that is on a twofer, so we can do 2 all the way up. So I'm going to drag this across so I know where the base is supposed to be. That's supposed to end up being a wall. And this is going to... I was going to say this is going to touch, but really I just need to know where it exists. What I'm going to channel in this is I'm going to do a triangle that is slightly too small for where it's supposed to be. This will get brought all the way out. This is the bottom wall. But I kind of just want to know where I'm working. So I need the outer wall intact. None of these should be touching. And this triangle is where I'm going to get my stone material from. And I'm going to try to cover this over as much as possible and use this as the first base. Like the first bedrooms and the like. And now, without even using the calculator, we can say we did this one by hand. We used our eyeballs and some simple basic math. And whenever anyone asks if we used a tool or if we did this by hand, we don't even have to have the asterisk to say we had a calculator calculate the height difference for us. We just did simple pattern recognition. And we remembered that at a ratio of like 88%, it yields a pattern of 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, all the way up. It is a simple, duplicatable feat of bonkers dwarven engineering. I think it has been, say, 5 or so minutes, if that long, since I've last directly looked at that chat, and for that I do apologize. But I think you can agree with me that if I had lost track of what I was doing with the cursor, there is no way I was going to be able to keep track unless I went back and did it again. And then that one is 3 away when there are only 2 here. So if there are 3 here, it's going to be 4 up there. The top is always 1 extra. The top is always 1 extra. All right, let them channel. Holy shit. My eyes started to dry out staring at the frickin' blinking things. I did set Werebeast as much as I think I could to 0. Damn, all that work with piping, infinite power and stuff to clear the aquifer. In the end, the fort died to boredom. Yeah, sorry. It happens sometimes. It is cold. A bit too many is cold. You can always raid for gold. It will learn the peaceful ways of Hylia by force. I'm already having issues with peace. What is going on? The natives are angry. The horseshoe crab woman is fighting. All right. If the natives are angry, we're just gonna have to pull a Europe on this. Sorry. I wish to live here, and you are not trading partners. We don't have anyone good in the military. Who is our tree cutter? Woodworker, Sue Loic. You have joined our military. Congratulations, noble Sue Loic. You are the only one who shows the required skills, and you're the expedition leader. It is only right that you go down with the boat if something happens. Metal armor, if we can pull it. Also, to be fair, this looks a lot like the crab blood and not dog blood. That is a good attention to detail. I didn't actually know that that attention to detail was done in this game. But horseshoe crabs and a few other species don't have iron-based blood. They have nickel, or is it copper? Either way, their blood is blue. They have a blood that is not based on hemoglobin at all. It is based on something completely different. And I wonder if we can eat them. Build workshop Utchers. Yes, they're a sentient race. We have a lot of logs. Yes, they are a sentient race. However, they also have different blood than us. So that means it's not cannibalism. That's what I'm telling myself on the Jeffrey Dahmer Express here. That's the guy that ate people, right? I hope I got that reference right. Interesting. Yeah, no, there's just weird crabs. There's weird crabs that have blue blood. And like, there's a bunch of research that's experimented with them to maybe find ways to cure shit because it's a different blood. So which means their entire biology has to work differently. What was I looking for? Who is the butcher? The butcher built the thing. Does this count as butcherable? Or do they count as a sentient race? I'm gonna say butcher a dead animal. Needs butcherable unrotten. So they count as people. They don't count as animals. They count as people. We just killed people because they got angry at our dog. They said, get off our yard, and our dog wrecked them. I kind of want to see our dog slowly kill this person. Remember, this is supposedly a woman. So like, this is a bipedal creature.
The stray dog bit the horseshoe crab female in the left lower leg, tearing apart her muscle and latching on firmly. The horseshoe crab woman pushed the dog in the left rear leg, bruising its fat. The stray dog shook the crab woman around by the left lower leg, tearing apart the left lower leg's fat and bruising the muscle. A ligament in the leg was torn, and a tendon was also torn. The crab woman passed out from exhaustion, so the stray dog bit the crab woman in the head, fracturing the chitin and bruising the muscle and bruising the bane.
Oh my God, the dog just went in for the murder kill. The lady was like, I'm tired. Please forgive crab people. We can live in peace. And our dwarves literally just stared at the dog go over and eat the head. And we were like, damn, that's brutal. Anywho's back to digging. Yeah, we just killed the Kabutops with the hands. That's what it is, it's copper. It's not, I knew what it was. I knew it wasn't iron. I couldn't remember if it was copper or something else. For defending themselves against your dog. I like how the porcupine people are staying back though. The porcupine people are like, I don't want any of that. What is this? A person with the head and quills of a porcupine. I wonder what the description was of this lady. So I'm not gonna say it anymore, is it? It's just gonna be like, oh, it's a dead body. This is a horseshoe crab woman corpse. I wanted to know what like the actual description was of a horseshoe crab woman. Oh, that reminds me. I suppose I should create a grazing area for my animals that need to eat food. Oh, we have a breeding pair of yaks. That might actually come in handy. All right, build construction floor. Let's get our fishing on. I feel like this is gonna be one of our most useful areas over here. Wherever the. Also, I just noticed this water's really wide. I kind of like this. Where is middle of right triangle? We said 33 from edge, right? This is middle of right triangle. If underground I was to build a path out, I would like it to be in the middle, just because sometimes I like things to be neat. So this is where we're building the fishing thing off of. Build construction floor. If I want the tunnel to be coming up to be located here, I should have been smart and ordered it like this. And then canceled the one in the middle. Well, they deserved. I can't wait for genocide to be a thing in this game. I'm tired of half my civilizations becoming goblin dominant after 500 years. That is a big river. Ethnic genocide. Personal matter. that is slightly big, yeah. That's got plenty of water in it, which means I definitely don't need to worry about aquifers. Another reason for why I built over here, you need to calm down a little bit. Another reason for why I built over here off the middle of what would be the right Triforce is we have two rather large straits right here that we can use for a lot of water wheels. Fantastic. I think, even though that's 7 out of 7, because that's a river, it has natural flow, I think the water wheels will still work. I hope. If they don't, we'll just make a glitch water wheel system again. We'll just glitch that energy in. Infinite energy for everyone means infinite peace for all. That sounds creepy. Hopefully we're getting some stone out of this. What is it we're digging into? Is this dirt? It's silt. We're not even in the stone layer yet. Fuck me. We might need to build an aquifer. That's a stone version of an aquifer. A quarry. That is nothing I said made any sense, but my brain got to the right answer, which means somewhere that made sense. We're gonna need to build a quarry somewhere, which apparently, if you're dumb, could be considered a rock version of an aquifer. My thought's going to be that I was thinking of a hole that you get a material in, and a hole that you get water in would be an aquifer. So a hole you get stone in would be a quarry. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. That is what I'm gonna stick with. All right, who's fighting this time? Is it just Porcupine or is it Doggo? God, this dog is just killing everybody. Way to go, little dude. If they're this easy to kill, maybe we should get a dwarf in on this. Who is killing the porcupine man? Question, does he have an axe? He does. If a dog can wreck him, I feel like a dwarf can, even unskilled. He became an expedition leader. S-A-K. Well, the dog's already at him. The dog doesn't like them existing. I'm gonna zoom in a bit, even though this makes the text get in my way. This is why I don't like. Get him. And he's dead. Probably gonna want to check that combat log afterwards just to... Yeah, let's just kill all these families. Just all the men and women. All the children. No, to be fair, they did not have children. So I am not an evil person for randomly setting up shop in the porcupine peoples and the fucking crab peoples. They lived, everyone lived in peace until the Beard Nation attacked. I'm gonna steal everything and just kill everyone around us. It's not murder.
I was defending myself versus what counted as a wild animal. Oh God, now there's giant lizards and slugs. Ugh. Probably got a good amount of meat on it, I suppose. A huge monster in the shape of a lizard. How big is a giant lizard? Can you eat a giant slug? Is that butcherable? And that's just gonna say a huge monster in the shape of a slug, right? A huge monster in the form of a slug. It's muscular. Its skin is a crew. And I can tell by the fact we're not butchering them, though, that they don't quite count as maybe monsters. They count as monsters for the purposes of it's coming at me, I will defend myself, but it doesn't count as a monster for the purpose of eating. We're not at that point yet. Build construction floor so I can get the wall built. Then I'll order the walls out to there. And the floor needs to be yay. And then for the fishery, it needs to be yay. So the wall needs to be also yay. Also, all the logs are the same logs. This is really going to work in our favor. The stairwell would be there. So I need the walls to do this. We're going to have a ramp on the left side so I can build a roof over it. I'm going to have 2 more walls sticking out just because I'm going to need a wall around where the stairwell is eventually going to be. And we can order that. And we'll slowly turn this into a fishery. I am going to need a build workshop carpenters. That's craft dwarfs, carpenters. I am going to need a carpenter shop so I can turn the wood into a grate, and I'm going to need a wood stockpile so I can make use of the wood. The dreams of becoming a legendary warrior. I'm back after my computer took issue to me making a large region world. What were you saying about blue blood research? Oh, I don't remember it all, but I do know there were a bunch of scientists who do research involving like vaccines or antidotes or other things involving the blue blood. Like, it's very expensive. Like, if somehow you have a way of breeding those bastards and selling them, you could probably make an occasional surplus of money doing it. Problem is, I just remembered, this is salt water, isn't it? Didn't say salt. Didn't it label this as salt earlier? This can be a water source. New question, why? We have 50 drinks. Is someone injured? Cancels give water, no water source. Did you get injured? I thought you had that in the bag. What are we trying to give water to the dog? Is the dog injured? Who needs water? I'm guessing a dog got injured in there. Oh, by the way, who is this? Is this Sue Loic?
Sue Loic hacked the porcupine woman in her head with his copper battle axe. Nothing prevented the blow because she had nothing to defend herself or cause anyone any harm. She was just looking for peace. He tore apart the muscle in her head. A tendon in the skull was torn, and the force pulled the neck, tearing apart the skin and bruising the fat. Sue Loic, upon realizing what he had done to the 4th innocent person he'd killed that day, declared, "Death is around us. This is truly horrifying." I am the expedition leader.
The funny thing is, I like to believe too that like the only reason why they might have been attacking is because the dog was attacking and they were only like convinced the dog was attacking. Like they were being innocent and they didn't understand the dog barking, so they got confused. Is a giant lizard gonna be aggressive? I feel like it's a lizard, so no. Yeah, the lizard runs away. I'm gonna put the corpse pile further out because I don't want the dwarves looking at it. Or new thought, let's hide it. Let us build a little building with which to hide our corpses in.
I'm basically gonna turn this into a dump. Just start dumping bodies in there. I can't squish it yet, but I can hide them. So I don't have to look at them rotting anymore. I feel like that's already gonna be giving me negative thoughts. Yeah, but like, was it though? Or like, was the dog just like doing dog things and like barking and yipping? Well, I mean, it's not really just our dog started eating them, so I walked over and cut them up. How dare you? How dare you resist the dog consuming your flesh? The porcupine, maybe. I mean, this all started with the horseshoe crab. If you had a dog on the beach and there's a horseshoe crab scuttling around, the dog's probably gonna bark at it and maybe bite it a bit. I feel like this is just normal operating procedures for an animal. Although, where's our miner? What is our miner doing? Okay, no, we're changing this. Miner, Dayspass 76. You are a mine king. Which doesn't do much, ultimately. What I am going to do, though, is turn off wood hauling. And see if that gets you back to mining. Because I kind of need you to dig these things out sooner rather than later. Hell, if this means you end up building the wall, I don't care. I need this shit going. Carpenter's has been built, yes? No. Carpenter is not. Damn you. Build construction floor. That'll be the roof to finish it off. My computer was not done being mad at me, but I'm back again. How did the fight go? We slaughtered everyone. The dwarf did not get injured. Oh, does he count as having kills? He hacked her in the head. She didn't bleed to death. 2 porcupines. I like how the only thing Suloic's going to admit to is, oh yeah, I fought those porcupine people. Me and those 2 couples that weren't aggressive. I killed 2 men, and only 2 men. I would definitely not attack the women. I mean, I'm not saying that he's lying. I am saying
The expedition leader hacked the porcupine woman in the head with her copper battle axe.
I'm not saying she murdered the women and children, but there are women and children who were getting hit in the head with copper battle axes, and that tends to cause death. I'm a historical figure now. You have to take my word for it. History is told by the winners, and I'm a winner. Holds up the axe menacingly. I'm a winner. Where is it? They were coming at me. You believe me, right? Right? You saw them coming at me. I had to defend myself. Accepting a course with a large copper battle axe. My first strike did hit the upper body and bruise the heart. Okay, if you really want to go with it, if you're saying you're versus her, where is it? Heart. Search heart. Tearing the muscle and bruising the heart. Where was this? Fourth is slate. These are all going to say the fourth is slate, aren't they? Yeah, they're all going to say the fourth is slate. No, some of them say third. Where was it? If you hit her in the heart, that probably means she passed out at some point, right? Porcupine woman is fighting. Yeah. If you're going to point out that you hit her in the heart,
The porcupine woman gave in to the pain. You know what that means? She's not fighting anymore. She's unconscious.
You hit an unconscious woman in the head with your battle axe multiple times. If you want to point out that you went for the heart first, you knocked her unconscious and then started hacking at her unconscious skull. I don't know, probably knowing our luck. Yeah, it says construct building. I tried to get you to mine. Your guy said, screw you, I know it's best. What is fighting now? A giant hamster. Is the dog all right? All right, well, to keep an eye out for hamsters, they charge our dogs. How are our dogs doing? Our dogs are still okay for now. That hamster came back. Kill the hamster. They can't afford the hamster to live. Not if they charge. He's definitely aggressive. All right, let's take off construction while we're at it. And deconstruction. All right, now that Suloic is done, you know, killing unconscious women, let's see if we can't get Suloic to go, you know, kill hamsters to prove he's a man, or a woman in this case. Hey! The dwarfing command is off right now because everyone is dwarfed. I have no slots to fit you in, unfortunately. Once we have more dwarves, I will turn it back on and we'll be good. Usually we have a surplus of about 15 dwarfs. I just leave it on all the time. All right, here we go. Letting the fighting commence. Get him. That is a fast hamster. Holy shit. Years of running that weird little wheel of fucking built its stamina up, I guess. Get him. Get him, Suloic. Jesus Christ. I think Suloic might need to quit on this fight. I don't think he's ever gonna catch up. Oh, there's a swing. I think he got a hit in. He got a hit in on the, he bravely got a hit in on the hamsters that ran away. Yeah, you hit it in the right leg as it ran away from you. Ever the brave defender of justice, killing unconscious women and attacking hamsters as they run away. What are you now? A weasel? I got the door on the wrong side. Oh, the hamster came back? I hope this legit builds up your stamina, just charging. How absurd would this be? Like, why does he run so well? He spent years chasing down the legendary giant hamster of the what is this? The Badlands. We called the hamster Bucktooth Billy for his one snarled hamster fang. Get him! Yes, another hit. Success. It appears to be moving slower. He must have a limp. If Suloic gets his wind back and does a charge, you might catch him. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely moving with a limp if he's that close now. few more hits and he'll put him down. Uh-oh, it's starting to walk it off. He's getting fast. Come on, Suloic. Tap in your inner reserves. Beat the thing to death. Oh, I think he caught him. All right, we've got to be able to butcher a giant hamster. No, giant animals don't count as butcherable either? Really? Kind of wondering what the point of them is then. Not corpses, I want a refuse pile. Put the corpses in the hole so I don't have to deal with them. I don't want to deal with people looking at them being like, I had a negative thought because I saw a dead animal. Order workshops. No, wait. Workshops. Auto butcher cut gems. Auto loom dyed thread. Auto fish. Where's gather? Refuse. Gather refuse from outside. And I found that for now. Has this already been grabbed? Or is this being grabbed? Come on, someone grab the corpse before it rots. There we go. Or not. Or nah. Why does no one want to grab the corpse? I'm gonna forbid it. I'm gonna unforbid it. You're a refuse pile. You're a corpse pile. Somewhere between the two of you, someone should be able to grab that corpse. All right, if it's in a refuse pile, it's butcherable. Butcher an animal popped up. All right, there we go. Let's get some of that sweet, sweet, delicious hamster. Nothing tastes quite as good as knowing you killed an innocent creature. That sounded darker than I intended. Way darker than I intended. I kind of want to see how much meat. Holy shit! I want to see how much meat a hamster gives you. 18 bones, 14 meat, skin, fat, bunch of hairs, skull, brain, tissue, kidneys, spleen, sweetbread. I don't think we're worried about meats for a while. We're gonna have an issue with refuse, admittedly. Build workshop. I'm gonna need a tanner by the butchers. And I'm gonna need a crafts dwarf to handle the bones. Build construction wall. Our little fishing area here is nearly done. DN. Did the carpenter get finished? I think it did. I would like a grate. And for now, a door. 7 beds. The more innocent, the sweeter. The sweeter the juice. Glorious bones! Animals are considered monsters. Well, I mean, I would consider them a monster. I mean, look at how large they are. Everyone knows hamsters need to be cute and fuzzy, not this large nonsense. Come on, dig more of that. Boom, 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 boom. So it says there are monsters in the shape of that animal. Yes, they cap out at size at 201,049 centimeters cubed, so close to 2.5 times my size. So what you're saying is they're delicious. That's what I'm getting out of what you're saying. I mean, I don't understand what you could be saying if you're not saying they're delicious. Auto chop on. Just kill all the trees you can, I guess. How many stone do you weigh, Suloic? What is stone? Isn't stone like 20 pounds? What is stone if I was an American who didn't know anything? Build, workshop, fishery. Fuck, I always build my freaking shit goofily. Every time. Whatever, I would log. P, food. This only allows unprepared fish. Water source fishing zone. And then orders of activity zone, not prefer only. 14 pounds. Ah. I'm saying don't send me after anything giant that's even slightly dangerous because they are massive. The way I looked at it is if a dog could handle it, you with an axe could handle it. Also, it's meat and I need you to get skills. I need you to be skilled. If something finally shows up and is aggressive, if you didn't get experience, we're fucked. See, look. You are now a level 1 axe dwarf and a level 1 fighter. This is you gaining experience. You killed 2 women and a hamster. If this is how I get you experience, and this is how I get you experience. I learned that in one of the Ultimate games. The only reason why I know that. True. Well, other than text will be text not quite working the way I would like it to, this isn't too bad. Other than whatever happens at that zoom level. Does that show up in the recording? That does show up in the recording. Why does it do it at that and only that zoom level? So weird. What's really weird is this is where I would like to be. Like, this is the exact zoom level I like this at. It's too close and too far. But the exact one I want it to be at, we can't do. Oh. I am slightly over time, but we are going to take a YouTube break.